and welcome. I am Kalpana Singhal, Editor-in-Chief, CXO TV and Tech Plus Media. And we have with us a very special guest, Mr. Udit Pava, Head Information Technology, Huhtamaki India Limited, for this very interesting fireside chat. Mr. Pava is a technology and business visionary with executive and hands-on experience of implementing enterprise applications for large billion-dollar enterprises. Currently, he is leading digital transformation and business process digitization with the objective of enhancing business and stakeholder value. He has strong record of success in architecting and implementing robust IT infrastructure with proven ability to bring the benefits of IT to solve business issues, managing cost and risk in parallel. He has led deployments of Oracle E-Business Suite ERP for more than 20 years, providing strategic direction to senior management on technology. Having a dynamic management career with strong project planning, project execution, management, and project delivery. He is also responsible for P&L on project delivery. Not just technology, but sports also fascinates him much. Besides cricket, squash, badminton, and basketball are sports that interest him. Welcome, Udit.
Hi, thank you. Thank you,
Yeah,
Kalpana, for the
thank
introduction.
you so much for joining me, and I'm pleased to see you today.
Same here. Everything is virtual.
Yeah, and moving forward, so you have worked with many large conglomerates in the last 25 plus years, while technology veterans usually move from CIO role to consultancy. How has been your journey from an accountant to consultancy to now a CIO?
Yeah, that's a question which I'm most, always asked. How did I switch from accounting to technology? So the roots somewhere lie in my initial days of career, where as an accountant, I used to struggle to get the details that I wanted. And I used to have my developer sitting right next to me, punching in a few line codes and getting all the data themselves. I used to find that very fascinating. So that sparked the interest in, looking at technology function along with the business function. And then slowly began the journey of adopting technology while being in business. And then I started to self-learn. I started to learn on the job. I took courses myself, and when I got an opportunity to move into consulting full time, which was technology consulting, I took that opportunity. And to be honest, when I got tired of too much of travel related, consulting related travel, that's when I decided to switch sides and join in as a CIO. So that's been the journey from being, in the finance and accounts to going into consulting and then coming into the CIO job.
Yeah, so that's quite interesting. Last 24 months have dramatically changed the outlook of enterprises towards technology and technology leaders. How this added focus and responsibilities are making life challenging for technology leaders like you.
Yeah, so for us, it was always, for any technology leader, whether it was this pandemic last 24 months, it used to be lights on, always kind of a reliability factor. The impetus has grown multifold given the, work from anywhere environment that we are working in. So being virtually present and ensuring that all the services run uninterruptedly with your team working virtually is one of the challenges that were thrown by this unprecedented pandemic times. The other thing was added stress on security and data related protection. And third, obviously, being everybody wants to go paperless, everybody wants to do a digital initiative. So a lot of stress is now being put on digital adoption given this work from anywhere environment. Although we've resumed offices very recently this week. However, we still continue to have hybrid ways of working, and the world also will adopt the hybrid way of working. So I think the pressure that is being put on is working virtually, ensuring that the same service levels stay, as well as increase the pace of digitization.
Yeah. So how has COVID-19 impacted the functioning of packaging industry in India, and how is technology supporting this growth amid the challenging circumstances of the pandemic?
So, pandemic actually has given a push to a lot more, I would say, branded packaging. No longer you will find the need or feel the need of buying something loose and then using it. So the Indian consumers are preferably looking at more packaged commodities. That has fueled. See, this was anyway the changing consumer preference, but the pandemic has fueled that further because you don't want human contact in things that you are procuring. So if something that is pre-packaged is more preferable. That has really added a lot of push to the packaging industry. The second is due to the pandemic, we have to evolve in the way we fulfill our supply chain because people are working virtually. Some places in lockdown, some is in restricted working conditions, etc. Government regulations differ from time to time, so you have to keep adopting. So constantly changing and adopting the new ways of working is something that is pushing the packaging industry to evolve itself.
So please talk about your recent technology initiatives in the organizations and what are the benefits you reaped out of those steps?
Very recently, we went live with a shared services center for our finance and accounts processes. When the pandemic struck last year in March, the world, India went down into a complete lockdown. We were also impacted, and the management think tank came together to decide what can we do next to bring out synergies in the way we work. How can we get more benefits out of the current way that we're working? And one thing that was looked at was why don't we innovate with a digital platform for our finance and accounts functions and a centralized center of excellence. So that was where the idea of our, we've termed it as BPCOE, that's the Business Process Center of Excellence. What we did was we centralized 16 different setups of finance and accounts across all our locations into a single center. So we now have a digital platform which we have built using Market Solutions, wherein we have an omni-channel receipt of the vendor invoices by email, by post, by physical submission, etc., and that is digitally processed. And all the other functions of receivables, fixed assets accounting, monthly closure are all on the digital platform. So this is one technology initiative which was born in the pandemic era and virtual distributed way of working and went live. And in today, it's running successfully and giving business benefits back to the organization. So that's one big technology project that we took up last year.
That's really nice. How are you leveraging newer technologies like automation, AI, IoT, and data analytics to enhance the productivity and efficiency of the workforce?
So AI, we've actually not started the AI journey, but automation is something that we are attempting and we have been attempting in the last couple of years by using low-code platforms. So the low-code platform gives you the advantage to quickly build your application with a faster turnaround. You go back, validate it, come back, make changes, again validate it and deploy it. So that is being used to put in automations where a lot of manual work exists, or there is exchange of information between two people, or somebody is manually creating some spreadsheet and then passing it around, etc. So those are the initiatives that we are looking at, the automation part. Putting in those smaller blocks. The larger piece we did through our, the shared services digital work that I mentioned. And you spoke about bringing back efficiencies, to the employee. So the focus has been on where is the employee spending time in trying to assimilate information, or is looking at taking approvals either on paper or on email or whatever, and build a very neat workflow process around it using the low-code platform. That's been the technology, newer age technology in the form of low-code platforms that we've been using.
Yeah. So, and what are your top technology focus areas and priorities of the next 2 to 3 years?
Obviously, cloud adoption is one of the areas of focus for us, not just on infrastructure, but also on the applications front. The other is look into the operational technologies, the so-called IoT or IIoT, that is plugging in our industrial, the shop floor digitization as we call it. And the third is data analytics. We've already begun our journey on data analytics. We've called that data as a service internally. So we are sourcing data from various functions, not just the ERP, but also non-ERP, and we're building a data lake, and then that is going to be used to provide analytical information to the user to consume it. So in fact, that we've already made a good amount of progress on having sales analytics and spend analytics using this platform.
Right. And how is the packaging industry leveraging analytics and insights for predictive maintenance, revenue uplift, operational efficiency, risk and safety management? And what are the challenges and how these can be addressed?
So I'll take up the safety part first. We have a cloud-based SaaS application which we use for our environment, health, and safety. Now, this was one of the steps to digitize a function like safety. Earlier, we did have some rudimentary application which was available, but a lot of the functioning of the safety and health department was either on emails or on spreadsheets in certain templates. Now that meant a human dependency, and somebody has to sit down and collate all the information. And what we thought is, why not digitize this? So we looked at the available solutions in the market and we got hold of one and we implemented it. So today we can proudly say that our EHS function, as it is called, is using a cloud-based application where all the day-to-day routine functioning is centrally available, and it has got inbuilt reporting and analytics. So all the spreadsheets that were being prepared for giving data for MIS is now straight away coming at the click of a button. So that is on the safety front. You mentioned about preventive maintenance and analytics and AI around that. So we are looking at certain pilots which are being run in this. So this is already a known business case where AI-based predictive analytics maintenance is being used. We are running certain pilots, and we are sure that we'll be able to reap the benefits for this.
Yeah. So lastly, where do you see the packaging industry in the near future in terms of new technology adoption? And what are the key trends?
The new technology adoption for packaging, I think, will come in through smart packaging. So stuff like when you pick up a particular package, you just use your mobile and scan it, and it will give you all the information it needs. Plus, it is going to be used for I would say um, track and trace, and kind of I'm sorry, I'm not getting the word, when to track whether this is a genuine product or not. Anti-counterfeit, I'm sorry, yeah, that's the word I wanted to use. So using technologies around these areas of track and trace, anti-counterfeiting, and smart packaging, that's how the packaging industry will evolve. See, India, if you compare to the developed markets, our per capita consumption of packaging is still very less. So that's one area of I would say uptake for the entire industry. That's on the volume front, and the same would go through for the technologies to be adopted. You mentioned predictive analytics, AI, data science. So data science is to map the consumer behavior and look at the trends which are influencing the packaging. So these are the areas where the packaging industry will use technologies to evolve itself.
So thank you so much for answering that last question, Ms. Pava, and sharing those great insights and your journey with so far with us. It was a complete pleasure interacting with you. And with this, I want to thank everyone for joining us. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time. Have a good day ahead. Thank you, everyone. Stay tuned to our social media channels. Stay safe and take care.
For more updates from CXO TV, please like and subscribe to our channel.